Do you mind, Captain? You know what? That's totally fair.
Prepare for battle.
My horse now. Horse leather? Is this Royal Geographer's Note? Okay. This is cool.
I wish I'd stayed asleep.
What are you poking around here for? You're one of them, aren't you? You better sod off, or else.
Calm down, Bryn. No one would be so stupid as to show up here after making such a mess.
Yeah, what happened?
You'll have to excuse Bryn. None of us are in the best of moods lately. Someone has been sabotaging our equipment for the past few weeks, and it looks like it's a professional job. They seem to know perfectly well how to make life difficult for us. And after what happened last time, my people have had enough. They refuse to work. They don't want to risk their health.
What happened last time?
The bandits used to come at night, destroy our equipment, and then disappear. But last time, they beat one of the guards unconscious. Poor sod was just lying there, like a tenderized steak for the whole night. He lost a lot of blood. And when we finally managed to wake him up...
It turned out that Aedwin wasn't himself anymore. His head was all messed up. Bastards.
Yes, he was delirious. Kept seeing strange things. He thought we wanted to hurt him.
You have any suspects?
Bandits, probably. Or rebels from Kunocht. Although at this point, they're one and the same. The workers refuse to keep working. Not only do they feel threatened, but, well, there's no denying that not everyone from Kunakt is happy about what we're doing here. I can understand them, in a way. We made them destroy their own land.
They should just give up. If they piss Denham off, it's not going to be pretty.
Bryn, calm down, please. Remember why we're doing this. It's for their own good.
And we have our orders, for which we are held accountable. It's us or them.
What now?
We have to catch those scumbags.
Something needs to be done, that's for sure. But for now, we wait. Denholm doesn't want to give us any more guards. So, if you want to earn some money, we could use your help. One of the workers claims to have seen the direction those thugs ran. They're familiar with the area. They mentioned a cave. I'm not sure if this is a good lead, but it's worth checking out. So, what'll it be?
Yeah, I'll deal with it.
That's good to hear. If you discover anything, come back to me, eh? I'll send someone to Denholm with a report. Good luck.
I like quests. That equals XP and loot.
You look familiar. Yeah, you're Sioran's kid, aren't ya? Yeah, that's it. You look a lot like him. Yeah, sorry about your father, but trust me, those priests mean well. They took him to the island asylum to cure him. He'll return whole and healthy. What are you doing here? Did the Camelotians drag you to work here too? What's the point in working like that? Back in the old days, we respected each other's work.
The Camelodians dragged you to work? Why?
Yeah, they brought in machines and soldiers to keep order. You must have seen them. I don't know if you've heard, but they're planning to move us to Camelot. They say it has something to do with the men here and the weirdness. But I don't buy it. Sounds like utter crap to me. I say they should back off and stop sticking their noses where they don't belong, eh? Or they might smell something their royal noses aren't prepared for.
I heard that one of the workers mentioned a cave for that thugs could be using for a hideout.
Right, that's me. There's this cave dug out by the Cornac folk about 100 years ago. My old man told me it was meant to be a shelter in times of war or some other disaster. Yeah, I was there a couple of times when I was a kid. It used to be safer back then. Now it's all but abandoned. If you ask me, that's exactly where those folks who beat up the guard could be hiding.
Okay. Well, I don't know anyone named Sioran.
Really? I could have sworn you were his kid. Oh well, my mistake. In that case, good for you. Sioran's a terrible bastard and a swindler. Sure.
Nothing ever happens. You said it would get easier.
Need anything? Sorry, I don't have much time to talk. I have lots of work to do.
Obviously.
With all the sabotage lately, we're already behind schedule.
Seem troubled.
I was hoping we'd be getting ready to head out to Borough by now. Now, I'm not even sure it'll happen. Wouldn't surprise me if Camelot just took the men here and left the rest of us behind.
You want to leave Kuanacht?
Yeah. When Camelot started looking for workers here, I was the first to sign up. And truth be told, there weren't many others. But Sign said I made the right call. Promised she'd help secure a good spot for us in Borough. There's no point staying here. Even if the weirdness doesn't come, there's nothing left for us to do.
Gross.
Soon we'll be begging on the streets. This is no place to raise a family.
Who's Sign?
She's Camelot's quartermaster. Tough lady. Doesn't take any nonsense. You'll find her near Craftsman's Row. She's always looking for more workers, and she pays well. I trust she'll do right by us.
People don't want to work for Camelot?
Nah, and a lot of folk aren't too happy with those of us who signed up willingly. If they want to waste their lives here, fine. But that doesn't give them the right to treat us like traitors.
Alright, see you later.
Wait, actually, could you do me a favor? It's nothing major.
What is it?
Could you drop by my house and let my wife, Enora, know she'll have to pick up my wages from Sign again? I won't be able to make it on time in the next few days. I'll mark the directions on your map. Thanks for the help.
Alright. Simple enough, I guess.
Oh, hello there.
Increases health regen by 0.4. Wait, health regen?
Too quiet.
Bro, let's go. Health regen. Hell yeah. Nothing wrong with health regen. Titanium. Let's go another endurance. Killing an enemy instantly restores 10% stamina. Let's do that. That'd be huge. Kill a lot of people. Let's try to go this way, over to this, I think. Forging ties. Find Gavor. Yeah, that's through the hands. Okay. Heck is that?
Show me what you are made of. Your armor won't save you.
My armor did a pretty good job of saving me there. Weird, that guy said it wouldn't do it. Interesting. This guy's befriending a Bugain. Bagain, etiquette, and a shared meal. Weird. Making friends with him, and he drew him with the little merchant hat on. Adorable. So he was slowly befriending this monster. Snorty speaks. I don't know if it was a dream or not, but lately Snorty started talking to me, not with words, but deep inside, like the sound of teeth in meat, of breathing in the dark. Sounds like bubbling, and I know it's him. He wants me to do something. He says people are tough like old onions, but if you boil them long enough, they soften. I've got the best recipe. Today I gave him 2 villagers. They didn't ask many questions. Maybe they understood. Maybe they knew. Maybe they were ready. Snorty was happy. He smacked his lips. He purred. He wrapped his tail around me. He hugged me. The first hug I've had in years. Oh no. I get the feeling that at some point Snorty ate him. Right. Nope. Got him. The last entry. Eight armor, physical damage increased by 20%. Max stamina increased by 5. Let's not understand everything. I'm not a man, I never was. I am a bridge between them and us. And it's time to sacrifice that bridge. Oh. That's adorable. I prepared myself, bathed in mud, dressed in the remnants of those I've offered, placed a crown of fangs on my head and declared myself the friend of Bagain, a saint, a king, a meal. Today I walked into Snorty's den without fear. He will receive me. He will eat me, and then we will be together forever. Those are my final words, and don't be afraid, I'm not vanishing. I'm becoming a Bugian dream. Fucked up. By 5, these are 5%, which is going to be better. If not now, definitely in the long run. Put a rock there, man. Cover that hole up. Yeah, I never even saw that. Interesting, you can get there right at the beginning. Yeah. Oh. I'm sure you could figure it out, but yeah. What is that place? Geez, that looks intimidating.
No one sneaks up on me.
I snuck up on him, chat. Got his ass. World to Win. What quest is that? Head to Kuanok. Okay, so that's Kuanok. Damn. I don't know who that is, but he's scary. That dude showed up again. Found him. I think I need to just go to town. Go there. Another one coming your way. Shouldn't be too much trouble. Eager type. Thinks he's doing good. Told him about the deserter stealing from camp. Should walk right in. Same deal as before. Take what's worth taking. Dump the rest where no one will look. And don't botch it this time. The last fool nearly crawled back. If he made it out alive, he'll start asking questions, and I'm not in the mood to run. My share better be ready when I stop by. No tricks this time, or I'll make sure your Camelosian friends pay you a visit. Sending him them people to rob. Shouldn't there be a teleport thing? Let's go look outside again. Out of the way! Huh.
Don't even say that. Someone comes, lights them in here, and then dies on all watch? People would be at my door with pitchforks.
He's waking up. Welcome back to the land of the living, our hero.
Help him up, Ansem.
Welcome to my home. Quite a scene unfolded at the Menhir, with you at the heart of it. I can't decide if I'm more delighted or surprised. What was it that made the Menhir react to you?
I wish I knew.
The local Menhir here have been rather lifeless for quite some time. Then you come along, breathe life into what was dead, and, whether you meant to or not, alter the course of our history. That's how I see it anyway. Tell me, do you know what this Menhir represents?
They ward off the weirdness. Some say they were here before humans.
Is that so? That would be quite the discovery. The people of Avalon still believe the legend that Merlin, under King Arthur's command, raised the menhirs to protect us from the mist that spawns monsters. But none of this matters in our current situation. Here, the menhir represents something more. For some, it's a symbol of freedom and independence. Strength, if you will. It shows that the people of Connacht, my subjects, can face any challenge, even at the world's end. And for others, like our guest from Camelot, whom I'm sure you've seen, it's a symbol of power. Power once granted by King Arthur, and therefore by Camelot. And power that has been granted can be taken away.
Camelot wants to take your men here? Why?
Officially, they say they want to gather all the menhirs scattered across Avalon, set them around Camelot, and bring people there to ensure their safety. That is, if they can figure out how to restore the power of the menhirs.
And unofficially?
I don't think we know each other well enough to speak on unofficial terms.
Camelot takes your men here, your people will be lost.
I'm well aware. And now we're also facing an outbreak of the Red Death, which will no doubt influence Camelot's decision on whether to offer my people shelter. But with the menhir reignited, the people of Connacht will be even less willing to give up and go to Camelot. If anything, I expect rebellion to break out, and bloodshed is something neither we nor the capital want.
What would you prefer to happen?
I don't know, to be honest. It's not something I could admit publicly, but I feel both sides have a point. I understand the people who don't want to abandon their homeland, and I understand the knights, who must face a long-lost terror and find a solution to an impossible problem. Believe me, being a lord in times like these is a heavy burden.
What do you want from me?
I want you to speak with Dinho and try to calm him down. He's the commander of Camelot's forces stationed in Connacht, and as you probably imagine, your presence here didn't exactly make his job easier. With the men here active again, everything could change.
I'm also looking for Palamedes' shield.
Palamedes' shield, you say? An unusual request. That shield rests beneath the men here. And legend has it that it used to fuel its power for centuries. I don't mind if you look at it, touch it, whatever you need. Just don't take it. It's a treasured relic, and the people of Connacht are quite attached to it. And you're probably just as attached to your head, which you'll lose if we catch you trying to steal the shield. If you need anything, speak to Ansem. He's the one who decides what's worth my time.
Interesting.
Just keep your head down. Ah, you need something? Ah, a new face. I am Anselm, Major Domo to Lord Yvain. Any business to be done in Connacht usually passes through my hands first.
What kind of business?
From managing the court's affairs to ensuring Connacht doesn't collapse under its own weight, it's my duty to keep things running smoothly. Not an easy task, given the times. And you? What brings you here? Wandering so close to the heart of Connacht's business. You don't strike me as the idle type.
Must be challenging to protect the court in these times.
Challenging doesn't begin to describe it. The court is the heart of Connacht, and if it falters, the rest follows. That's a heavy weight to bear. But if I'm honest, it's the plague that keeps me awake at night. I've seen what it does, how it spreads, how it steals lives without mercy. I lost my family to it. The only reason I'm still here is because I was locked away at court while they were quarantined. Since then, protecting this place, keeping it safe, has been more than a duty. It's been everything.
What's life like here?
Life at court is a delicate dance. It's calm on the surface, but underneath, there's always tension. Managing affairs, settling disputes, keeping the wheels turning. It's not for the faint of heart. Lord Yvain means well, but he makes decisions slowly, too slowly sometimes. Not that I complain. It's a role I've accepted, and one I'll carry out for as long as I'm needed. It's a quiet kind of chaos, but one we must master, for the sake of Connacht and those who call it home. Farewell. May your steps lead to better days for Connacht.
Interesting.
You startled me. I should stay out of trouble. Just passing through? Good. Just keep your head down.
Other than him, there's not much in here.
Stay quiet. Stay safe.
Britta's silver arrow, Kuanok legend and silent protector of her people, may the memory of her deeds never fade. mapped out the entire town for me, even though I was unconscious the whole time. Hospital. Albert home. Hospital warehouse. Irwin's house.
I am an outcast, exiled from my home by the Red Death. My struggle continues on the holy island of Avalon. When you hear the word, follow it. Set an example for other outcasts, with your faith and with your testimony. The word is our only chance to rid ourselves of the plague's taint. And if the word commands you to kill your brothers for spreading heresy, do so, for such is his way. If the word commands you to besmirch your father's name, do so and discard your sullied self, for such is your way.
Oh. By order of Legate Denholm, this tavern is closed to prevent the spread of the Red Death. Bummer.
Oh, hello there.
Vrel's bookstore. Vrel sounds familiar. Imram.
Oh, forgive the mess. I didn't really have much choice about where to set up my things. Normally I'd be in a tavern, but, well, it looks like the tavern is closed until further notice. That means Varel's bookshop is the only place where I can read and work in peace.
Who are you?
Oh, of course, my apologies. I'm Imran. My thoughts tend to drift far from the present. I'm a scholar of sorts, though not the kind that hides behind walls of parchment. My calling is to seek out traces of what was lost, ruins, relics, anything older than old. And yes, I'm a Pict. Not many of us wander these lands, I know. Staying in one place isn't exactly in my nature, so I travel. I learn. I dig through the bones of the world, hoping to find something more ancient than mankind.
Yeah, are there any lost places around here?
I once heard a legend of a mysterious chapel that appears only to those it chooses. Many adventurers have gone to seek it, but I've never heard of anyone returning to tell the tale. Some say it holds a sacred spring that cures all ailments. Others say it is a passage to the very bottom of the sea, the domain of the Lord of the Seas himself. But I've never found any proof of either claim.
What are you working on right now?
If you're asking out of politeness, let's just leave it at this. I thank you for your interest, but I won't give an answer. Trust me. I could talk the hind leg off a donkey. No need to waste time on such things.
I'm actually curious.
Wow, that's really kind of you. So, thanks to Varel's generosity, I managed to get my hands on a certain book. Well, once a book. Now it's just a pile of loose pages. However, these are some truly fascinating loose pages. They're the writings of a Dalariata scribe from nearly 6 centuries ago. Incredible, right? But what's even more astonishing is the content. This man describes encounters with people who knew nothing of King Arthur or the homelands. Nothing at all. Do you understand what that suggests?
No, go on.
I'll tell you. It's so exciting. I suspect Avalon may have already been inhabited by a race similar to us, long before our arrival. I've traveled across much of the island, and I've come across some mentions of the people of Farpoint, a place far in the northernmost reaches of Avalon. Few have ever ventured there.
What would those people be doing in the south?
Perhaps the weirdness started to gather and ruin their crops, or made hunting more dangerous. Or maybe it was some sort of conflict that forced them to seek a new place on the island. Or perhaps they simply had a nomadic spirit. It's hard to say with the scraps of information I've managed to gather so far.
What about the weirdness enshrouding the island?
And so, my friend, here we are, staring down the question, or rather the flood of questions that wouldn't leave me alone. Many Picts I've known have prolonged contact with the weirdness. I thought it was just them, a bunch of lunatics, who first dared to embrace that strange force. And what if it was the first men who knew how to live alongside the weirdness? And think about it. If we could uncover how they did it, the possibilities would be endless. It could change everything.
So what are you planning?
For now, I'm trying to pull together more valuable information from these writings. But honestly, I feel like I'm hitting a wall. I won't uncover anything new just sitting here. And unfortunately, I'm stuck here for the time being. I got injured on my way to Connacht, and I'm not quite back to my full strength yet.
Tell me about your injury.
Oh, don't worry about that, really. It's more of a, let's call it an occupational hazard rather than an actual ailment. I have to give myself some time and everything will settle back into place. I'll be as fit as a fiddle, or whatever it is you say here. Yes, something like that.
Where do you want to go?
The Grotto of First Men. That tribal scribe detailed where it should be located. And I'm assuming you're asking for a reason, aren't you? I'd love to go there myself, but this is a matter of some importance to me. I don't want to wait for this one. So, if you're one of those bold souls who take such ventures, I'd be more than willing to entrust this task to you.
Sure.
Truly excellent. I'm deeply obliged, my friend. Here are the notes. They should guide you to the location. Return swiftly and, more importantly, safely. I'll eagerly be awaiting your return.
What can you tell me about Vrel?
I heard she was a Dalariata who runs a bookshop in Connacht. I was a bit apprehensive about meeting her. I thought I'd find someone overly rattled and stripped of her own cultural heritage. But Varel, she's different. And I admire her work that she even bothers to do it. Sometimes, it feels like people have lost all interest in discovery, whether it's the kind found in verses or the kind waiting out there in the wide world.
Do you know anything about the situation here?
The place seems to attract trouble. Not a good place, then. I'd run out of breath listing all the things that plague this place. And I haven't even been here that long. Of all the misfortunes these poor people are facing, I'd wager the men here is the gravest of them. The Red Death, troubling as it is, seems manageable, at least with the intervention of the priests. But the weirdness, shoot. If the men here goes out, these people will face a far greater peril than any sickness or human form of conflict. Safe travels, kind fellow.
Welcome to Vrel's bookshop. No reading without buying. And if you're here for porn, kindly leave before you start.
You mean to tell me people were doing more than reading here?
Aye. Look, I don't begrudge anybody their reading habits. Each to their own. But some things should be kept private.
Fair. You're Dalriada.
Aye. Not only can I read, I can even make recommendations. Imagine that. So, if you have a joke to tell, don't bother. I'm pretty sure I've heard them all.
Dalriada owning a bookshop, that's got to be a rare sight.
Perhaps it is. But you'd think that so-called civilized people would accept it with more grace. Hearing the same crude comments over and over again makes me feel like I've never left the training grounds. Then there are the braver ones who tell me I'm not welcome here. Hell, it's just like talking to my sister. They all have more in common than they think, although mostly it's just prejudice.
They only cost 2 each? Why wouldn't I, right? Sell. Weapons. Huh. That's tempting. You gaunts, on the other hand, are not. More armor and max stamina is higher. Okay. Yeah, I saw that. I'm gonna lose max stamina by 10. Those are just straight up better. No question on the pants. Probably want to find a, excuse me. Probably want to find a, blacksmith table first.
Oh, hello there.
What's this? Oh, a house.
I didn't mean to be a bother. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, we'll give him money.
Nice to see you.
Well, there's a bunch of vendors here. Oh, there's so much. All right. This is a good stopping point for tonight, everybody.